Hey guys, Luke here. Thought I'd just do a quick little video because the NRL has officially announced the draw for season 2017. Now, I know I'd already done a video a few weeks back sort of talking about the round one because it got leaked by Daily Telegraph, I think it was, and it turned out those fixtures were correct, I think. I'm pretty sure they ended up being correct. So I'll leave it in the description below if you want to see me talk more in depth about round one. But I thought for today's video, I'm not going to go through every round or anything and say, I give my thoughts on this or talk about the draw in general or anything. I just thought I'd give my top 10 games that I'm most excited for. I thought that'd be something fun that I can do and not so boring as just going through the draw. Now, none of these 10 are in any order, so it doesn't matter, like 1 to 10, like it's not like I've got any favourites for these games. Also, I should point out that the Bulldogs are featured in this, but I tried to not heavily feature them as, well, I'm a Bulldog supporter, so obviously I'm going to be excited for every game. So, yeah, I thought I would try and leave them out as much as possible. Anyway, let's take a look at the 10. Now, the first game I'm going to take a look at is a Broncos game. It's a Broncos home game. They are taking on the North Queensland Cowboys. It is in round 2 as well. And I think from memory they played last year in round 2. Maybe becoming a bit of a staple, same way as Rabbitohs and Roosters used to play in round 1. But now it's Broncos and Cowboys. Now, this game I'm excited just due to the fact that these teams, like, whenever they play, usually something special happens. So, purely for that reason, that's why I'm excited. Both these sides are going to be as good this year. Who knows? But it should be a pretty good clash. Now, the second game I'm going to talk about is the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It's a home game for them. Also, I'll just point out, like, whoever the first team is that I said, it's their home game. So it's the Rabbitohs taking on the Tigers. It is in round 1. And I talked about this briefly in the video, talking about the round 1 game. But it's Robbie Farah's first game returning as a Rabbitoh taking on the Tigers. That's really the reason I want to see this game, purely just to see how Robbie Farah's received and how he plays. And just seems like a good game. Third game I'm going to talk about, we jump to round 6, and it is the Storm taking on the Sharks. It's a grand final rematch. I think anytime there's a grand final rematch, they're usually sort of a game to watch out for. And I think a lot of Sharks games, in particular this year, just most of the Sharks game are going to be ones to watch, just due to the fact that they're the premiers, everybody's out to get them, so everybody's going to be on their A game against them, or at least in theory, they should be. But yeah, Storm taking on the Sharks. It should be a good one. Storm usually really, really good throughout the regular season, or good all the time. Sharks, be interesting to see how they rebound from the grand final with no Barber. Storm might have Billy Slater back by then, if he's not injured again. But yeah, I'm really excited to see that game. The fourth game I'm going to talk about, and it is another Broncos game. This time it's a Broncos versus Titans. It's in round 7, Broncos home game. And the reason I'm excited for this game is just due to the fact that the Queensland rivalry, two teams, it's really heating up. For so long, Titans were shit, let's be honest. And obviously the Broncos have always been pretty good. But yeah, I feel like just the past finals series where referees, a few dodgy decisions went against the Titans, and I feel like there's a bit of a rivalry. It's a bit heated between the two clubs. Just all you got to do is look at Twitter between the two fan bases. It's very, very heated. So I'm excited to see that game. A lot of good matchups as well. Hayne against Boyd. You got the halves. It's Hooker. It should be a pretty good game. The fifth game we're going to be talking about is from round 11. It is the Premiers, the Sharks, taking on the Premiers from the previous year, North Queensland Cowboys. Now, that's one reason why I'm excited. Another reason is due to the fact that this was the grand final qualifier game. Sharks obviously won the game, went to the final and won it. And Thurston seemed very pissed off after the game, as you would expect. But yeah, I think this should be a really, really good game. Just due to the fact that both these teams are very, very good. That's quite frankly, that's the main reason. The sixth game that I'm going to be talking about is the Bulldogs taking on the Knights. Now, that might seem a bit of an insignificant game, and it's round 19 and all, so it really isn't that important of a game, let's be honest. Knights aren't that great, Bulldogs not that great, but it's at Belmore, and I'm kind of excited because I think this might be an opportunity for Bulldogs to actually win a game at Belmore. I mean, obviously we've played there a fair few times, but apart from that first time, we just get smashed every time. We take on the Storm every year at Belmore. We versed the Raiders last year, we versed the Sharks. We got beat by all them. The Knights, I think this might be the time. This might be where we get our win. Fingers crossed though, we get the win in round 1 against the Storm though. Game number 7 is the Rabbitohs hosting the Roosters. Now, this is in round 4. This used to be a staple of the fixtures of round 1. It used to be a guarantee. Like, this would open the season. Rabbitohs taking on the Roosters. And it also used to end the season as well, from memory. But, yeah, it's now been relegated to round 4. I mean, that's just due to be expected. Just due to the fact that, Rabbitohs aren't as good. Roosters aren't as good. But I'm actually excited because I think the Rabbitohs are going to be way better this year. Same goes for Roosters. So, I think this could be a pretty entertaining game. We're on to game number 8. We're going to move all the way back to round 1. It is the Cowboys taking on the Raiders. Now, I feel like the Raiders should feature way more in this, but I think everyone kind of knows the Raiders are a good team. Just be stating the obvious there. They're very, very entertaining. Probably the most entertaining team to watch. Add in the Cowboys as well, who are very, very good. Kind of similar as well. We get interesting to see if Kalen Ponga is actually going to be there. I was going to include him in some of the exciting plays to the Cowboys, but yeah, Cowboys obviously got Thurston and all them taking on the Raiders. It should be a really, really good game. I just want to see more Rapana and Leilua, to be honest. Moving on to game number 9, it is the Titans taking on the Parramatta Eels. It's in round 3, so we have to wait 3 rounds until we see Jared Hayne finally take on the Eels. This is going to be actually a bit of a weird game in my opinion. It still looks kind of strange seeing Jared Hayne in the Titans jersey, but I suppose we'll learn to get used to it. But yeah, it should be a pretty good one. Is it going to be a fiery one? Probably not. But for Eels fans, it will probably be something I'll be excited for. For me, it's something I'm excited for, just purely just to see the reaction of everybody, see if there's a lot of hate going around, everyone's kind of excited. I don't really know what to expect for this game, but in terms of the game itself, it should be a pretty good one. Titans, quite exciting team. Eels look to be a pretty good team next season. Like I said, I'm excited. And the 10th game, the last game, it is once again the Bulldogs featuring this one. It's the Bulldogs versus the Broncos. It's from round 5. And I gotta say, I'm excited for this one just due to the fact that it's usually a pretty good game. Both these sides are pretty good. And I do like seeing the Bulldogs play the Broncos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really too much to say about this. Just another Bulldogs game that I'm excited for. Now, you might have noticed a lot of those games were from earlier rounds, and that's just due to the fact that it's kind of hard to predict who's going to be the good and bad teams at the start of the season. You can't take into account injuries this early on, and, player signings, that could happen. Origin could tire teams out, that sort of stuff. So it's very, very hard, to say, oh, I'm really excited for this game in round 25, because quite frankly, I'm not really. I don't know. Who knows? Knights could be top team by then. You never know. Okay, well, that's a bit extreme, but I don't know. Someone else, Tigers or someone, maybe it could be the top team. You just never know. You never know. Anyway, guys, take a look at the draw for yourself. I'll leave it in the description below, and go ahead and leave in the comment section below what games are you excited for, or also just how do you feel about the draw yourself. I know first thing I did when I looked at the draw as a Bulldog supporter was look for Sunday games, see who's playing when we're playing on Sunday. I think there was 4 games playing in on Sunday, so not too shabby. And I've also read a thing on the NRL.com website that said Bulldogs have got the easiest draw, so it remains to be seen if that is correct once the season's started, but based off last year, Bulldogs got the easiest draw apparently. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you did happen to enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. MrLuke on YT is the username. My Facebook page is in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.